Now let us discuss about introduction to divide and conquer algorithm. Divide and conquer algorithm is an algorithm design strategy. We have various algorithm design strategies such as divide and conquer algorithm, greedy method, dynamic programming, branch and bound, and backtracking. So by using these 5 algorithms, we can design an algorithm. Divide and conquer algorithm mainly involves 3 steps. The first step is divide, second step is conquer, third step is combine, which can also be called as merge. So first let's see about divide. Divide the given problem into a number of sub-problems. So let we have a large problem. So then the given problem will be divided into a number of sub-problems. So let we have a problem called P. Then this problem will be divided into number of sub-problems such as P1, P2, P3, so on. Let the last sub-problem is Pk. And let's see the second step, that is conquer. Solve each sub-problem independently. So conquer means solving the sub-problem. So each sub-problem will be solved independently, separately. So let the solution for P1 is S1. Let the solution for P2 is S2. Likewise, let the solution for Pk is Sk. And the last one is combine. The solutions of the sub-problems are combined to form a solution to the original problem. So here all the sub-problems are combined in order to form the solution to the original problem, that is P. So here the final solution is S, whereas the given problem is what? P. Divide and conquer algorithm means we always uses recursive approach. We know what is recursion, a function which is called by itself. Now let us see about the general method or control abstraction for divide and conquer algorithm. So algorithm, that means the algorithm for the divide and conquer. So algorithm, so name of the algorithm is DAC, divide and conquer of P means problem. If small of P, so that means if the problem is small, let us assume that we want to perform some sorting. Let we have only one element. So now there is no need to perform the sorting. So we have only one element. So directly we have the solution. So now we can return the solution. So that is here. If small of P, so that means if the problem contains only one element, then directly we have the solution. The solution is in our hand. So we can return that solution. If small of P, that means if the problem is small, then return S of P. So return S means solution for the problem. Else, so that means if the problem is large, then we have to apply these 3 steps. First step, divide P into smaller sub-problems, P1, P2, so on, Pk. So first we have to divide the problem into several sub-problems such as P1, P2, so on, Pk. Second one, apply divide and conquer to each of the sub-problem. So let us assume that after dividing P1 also, assumes that it is not the smaller problem. Assumes that P1 is also larger problem. So then again we have to apply divide and conquer algorithm on P1 until it becomes the smaller problem. Okay. So that is the point. Apply divide and conquer to each of the sub-problem. So now this is nothing but conquer step. So after applying the algorithm, so we will get the solution for the each sub-problem. And what is the third one? Return. So combine of. So that means we are combining the solutions of all the sub-problems. So combining of, what is the first problem? DAC of P1, DAC of P2, so on, DAC of Pk. So we are combining the solutions of all the sub-problems. So this is called as algorithm or general method or control abstraction for the divide and conquer. Now let us see about the time complexity. Analysis, how we can analyze the divide and conquer algorithm. So let us see about time complexity. So T of n, so time complexity for n elements. So T of n equal to, suppose if n equal to 1, let we have only one element, then directly we have the solution. So now we can return that solution. So the solution is T of 1. So T of 1 means only one comparison is needed. So if n equal to 1, T of 1. So constant computing time. So T of 1 specifies constant computing time. Only one comparison is enough. Suppose if n is greater than 1, then this is the recurrence relation. At of n by p plus f of n. Let us assume that we are using some binary search. Yeah, these are the various applications: binary search, medsearch, quicksort. Assumes that we are using the binary search. In binary search, what we will do? We have to divide the array into two parts. So the recurrence relation is T of n by 2. If we take the merge sort, then the problem is divided into two parts where each part contains n by 2 elements. So here At of n by p. So this a and b are some constants. So when we are using binary search, then a value is 1, b value is 2. Whereas when we are using some merge sort, then a value is 2, b value is 2 likewise. Plus f of n. So f of n is for combining. If n is greater than 1, then this is the recurrence relation. Next, let us see the applications or examples of the divide and conquer algorithm. So totally we have 5 applications. The first application is binary search, second one is merge sort, third one is quicksort, fourth one is find maximum and minimum element, fifth one is Strassen's algorithm for matrix multiplication. So this is about introduction to divide and conquer.